Hey guys, hey Libra, welcome to the upcoming full moon in Capricorn. We are still in Cancer season. I hope you guys are having a beautiful summer solstice. If you are in the southern hemisphere, I hope you're having a good winter solstice. Sorry guys, taking a sip of my coffee. It's a nice warm day out here. I really hope that you guys are able to enjoy the skies, the sun, even the moon or the stars, wherever you are, wherever time it is right now as you're watching this. We're going to go ahead and jump into it, Libra. This is for your sun, moon, and rising placements. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Please check your moon and or your rising placements for deeper resonance. And let's go ahead and jump right into it. I am also reading for both Western and sidereal charts. So if you lean more towards the sidereal astrology, please check out those aspects of your sun, moon, and rising placements. Okay? We are outside today, so there will be wind, there will be cars going by, but this is where my ancestors have me reading for you guys today. Let's go ahead and get started, you guys. So I'm going to put my microphone down here and there because the clip came off. So bear with me. When I shuffle your cards, I'm going to have to put the mic down. Okay? Okay, Libra. Sorry for the delay. I know it was kind of quiet for a while, but that's just how the readings are going to be for this full moon. I'm going to show you this card. It's a symbol, and you guys can determine what it means for you. I'll hold it up to the camera for a few seconds, and then I will share my intuitive insights on what I feel for this. Now you can look at it this way. Or you can look at it this way. It depends. So Libra, what I'm gathering is actually a number of things from this card. Some of you guys, you're kind of focused on your hair right now. I see this as strands of hair. I also see this as steam or smoke of some kind, and this is the overall energy for the full moon in Capricorn this month during Cancer season. Some of you guys are thinking about growing your hair. Some of you guys are trying to find a way to take better care of your hair. Others of you, maybe you need to go to a sauna. Maybe you need to go, maybe you need to steam your hair. Maybe you need to do a facial where there's steam involved. Drinking teas, hot beverages, depending on where you are in the world. It might be too hot, but for me, I'm drinking a hot beverage and it's pretty much about 80 degrees outside. It's never a wrong season for a warm beverage. So some of you guys maybe even looking into soups. Okay, anything with steam, like a nice, delightful steam. A nice steamy bath might be good for you guys as well. A foot soak. But I'm also seeing water. Make sure that you're drinking lots of water. Maybe spending some time near a body of water. Going with the flow. Going with the flow. This full moon. I don't sense that you need to try to force anything during this full moon. It's like a big release for you guys, a big surrender, a big let go, right? So during this full moon in Capricorn, I'm being shown here by my ancestors that you guys need to kind of like let your hair down. Don't be so uptight in a certain situation or with a certain person, right? Maybe there's a certain person or a certain situation where you kind of get a little bit uptight, you know, like you kind of feel like your joints get tight or your muscles get tight, or you just like you just have this sense of anxiety when you're around a certain person or whenever you're in a certain situation. And whatever rituals or whatever, you know, exercises you can do on a day-to-day basis that can get you to loosen up a little bit, try to do those exercises. Try not to take things too seriously during this full moon. That's going to be very important for you guys, for your overall well-being, for this full moon phase. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull another oracle message for you guys. We have 2 oracle messages that we will pull for you, and then we're going to jump into pulling 3 cards from the tarot. I will not clarify the tarot during this reading. I'm not really being led to clarify. I'm just being led to just read intuitively as best I can. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull 2 more oracle messages. Okay, Libra, so what's interesting is that there was a card that wanted to fall out and show itself to me. And that card says, your most important relationship is with yourself. You guys are probably seeing this backwards. I'm so sorry. Your most important relationship is with yourself. Okay. You are the key ingredient in your entire life experience. Your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship you will ever have, and maintaining a happy, honest relationship with your inner self will determine how much peace and joy you experience in your life. Today, spend at least 10 minutes nurturing your relationship with yourself. Take a solo walk, journal, or meditate. Make space to be alone with your thoughts. When you treat yourself with care, compassion, and acceptance, you can navigate life with grace and intention. Like I said, let your hair down. You do not need to try to get anybody to understand how you feel, understand where you're coming from, understand what you're trying to express. Like, if there's anything that you want to express to someone that you feel is not really understanding you, just stop expressing it and just leave it alone. Right? Just let it go. Or talk to someone else who will listen. The other card that came out is you can walk away. So it's that energy of just let go, Libra. Like just leave it. There's something that's really bugging you, or if there's an individual or any type of situation or circumstance that just gets you tied in a knot, or gets you all twisted up in knots, just leave it alone. It's really not, it's not, is it really worth the stress? Is it really worth the anxiety? Right? Like, just really like think about whether what you are about to react to during this full moon, or what you are here to, or what you start to entertain, or what you try to what you try to interact with, is it going to bring you stress? And if so, is that stress worth it? Is it going to grow you? Is that stress good stress? Is it growing you to be a better person? If not, then what's the point of you interacting or even reacting to whatever is in front of you at whatever given time during this full moon? Does that make sense? So yeah, just kind of let your hair down, just go with the flow, and just be like, you know what, this is really not even, like, even if there's someone who's like freaking out, or you're in a situation where someone is making it seem like your reaction is urgent, or that you need to react to this, you need to say something, it's okay to just be like, you know, I really don't have anything to say, or I really don't want to say anything about this situation or about what's going on. Like, it, you know, just let it go. Let's go ahead and pull one more oracle message, you guys. You received Blood Month. Card number 21. 2 and 1 is 3. You're changing, Libra. This is a time for you to change. We did have the 7-7 portal yesterday. For those of you who are into that kind of thing, or who understand that kind of thing. There is a part of you that needs to be sacrificed. There is an old you that needs to be sacrificed. An old way of thinking, an old way of reacting to things. It's like there's a part of you that's like, I really want to say something, or you would normally, there's a part of you where it's like you would normally react to a certain situation in a certain way that has gone stale, like it's old. There may be someone that you know, whenever they say something or whenever they present something to you, there's always feeling that obligation to react or to say something or to respond, right? Maybe you need to stop answering text messages right away. Maybe you need to stop, you know, feeling like it's like things are obligatory when they're not. Does that make sense? Like, there is a huge decision that you have to make that is going to be presented. I don't want to say that you have to make it. You can make whatever decisions you want. But there's for some of you, there's some huge decisions, or a huge decision that is going to be presented to you. There's going to be like, you can choose to move forward with this new thing, or you can continue to revert back into the shadow of the past. Like, there's a new timeline, a new version of yourself that is being presented to you, and it's like, hey, you can either choose me, or you can choose the old way. You can choose what's comfortable. Does that make sense? And there may be some of you that are afraid of getting some pushback with that, and feeling like, well, I have to answer, I have to react, or I need to be there, you know, I need to be available, or I need to take this seriously, when you really don't. You really don't. Sorry, guys, I did not have my mic. That's my fault. But you really don't have to react. Hopefully you guys could still hear me. But like I said, go with the flow. Like, this microphone cannot clip onto my shirt. Like, I just have to make do with what it is, right? Until I'm able to get a new microphone. It's kind of like that. You know, moments where it's just like you might feel a little bit anxious, or you'll feel upset, or things will really get under your skin, or, you know, bother you. It's those moments where it's like, okay, is that really like necessary for me to react in that way? Is it really that big of a deal? Just let your hair down. Just please just go with the flow, Libra. Just let it all go. Just, if you got to walk away from somebody, just walk away. If you have to walk away from a certain situation, a certain circumstance, so be it, you know? So what if other people, you know, give you pushback, or, you know, you get backlash for it? So what? You know? Let's go ahead and pull some tarot really quickly. All right, for Libra. Oof. It's interesting. The Wheel of Fortune. Archangel Michael wanted to come out. Seven of Air. Yeah, you have a decision to make here, Libra. You have your energy right here in the Two of Swords. You have Temperance here. So there's definitely a choice to either create a new version of you. There's a part of you that has been calling. It's a part of you maybe from your past life, or a part of you that you didn't really realize you disconnected from a long time ago. Yeah, because you have the Six of Water. That's the past, your past life. For those of you who are into past lives and things like that, there is an energy. Sorry, I keep on leaving my microphone right there. I'm so used to it being clipped onto me. I'm sorry, y'all. Hopefully y'all can hear this part of the video. I'm so sorry, y'all. But with the Two of Swords and Balance, or the Temperance card, Sagittarius, some of you guys may have Sagittarius in your chart, or the energy of Sagittarius can help you. There is this energy, again, there's that water, okay? There's that water energy here, because, you know, they got that angel pouring water into that glass from another, into that gauntlet from another chalice, from a chalice. Water has a lot to do with spirit, smooth transitions, you know? It's like, in order for this transition from the old you to, you know, for you to reconcile with a better version of yourself, in order for you to really make that union between you now and the future you, right? The universe, or your ancestors, your creators, your protectors, are trying to make this a very seamless and smooth transition for you. You have the Ace of Cups. They want you to make it through. It may take some of you guys some time, though, with the Wheel of Fortune. It's all positive during this full moon in Capricorn. However, there's a Seven of Swords. So it's kind of like, there's just this energy of not being honest with yourself. Not being honest with yourself about what you're experiencing. Not being honest with yourself about any toxic behaviors, the pros and cons of who you are. You need to be honest about all of it, Libra. This is all past situations, right? I know you guys can't see that very well. But there are some past situations from when you were younger, right? It doesn't have to be adolescent or, when you were a kid. It could be. But this can be just in the past with an ex, a past in college, a past when you were a teenager, a past when you were maybe in your early 20s or something. I don't know, depending on how old you are. But this is a past where there were maybe some poor choices, or you just kind of living a bit of a lie, not really living in your own skin. It's almost like you're constantly living outside of yourself, and that's not really you. Okay, so Libra, this is a time where you need to make the decision to be at peace with what is ahead of you, be at peace with what is in front of you, be at peace with what it is. Be at peace with what is. When you make peace with what is, it is an easy transition into this new chapter of your life. It's easier to walk away when you've already made peace with what is. When you've already made peace with saying goodbye. So some of you guys, on a more mundane level, there could be someone who lied to you in the past, or maybe you've told some lies in the past, and maybe you've been trying to work it out with somebody, working out some type of a relationship where you wanted to reconcile and you wanted things to go back to the way they were. But I don't really see that is necessarily realistic. Not at this time during this full moon. You may just need to just make peace with the fact that this is just not going to work out with this person or with these people, because these people represent the old version of you. So, or this relationship, and you need to just kind of move on, regardless of how these people think about you. If you feel like, if I leave this relationship behind, I'm not gonna get any closure, or maybe this other person needs closure, just kind of leave that alone. Closure will come eventually, but just leave it be. You don't need to stick around to try to give closure or gain closure. You just need to move on. Does that make sense? So let your hair down, go with the flow, surrender, release, let it all go, move on to this newer version of your life, this new version of yourself, this new timeline. Right? And that's the only way that you're really going to be able to heal your past. Okay? Much love and light to all of you, Libra. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.